It's worked well actually. I've enjoyed having closer direct contact to a group of students. So I look after this year, year 11. I was looking after them as year 10 last year. And I know the IEPs far better. So whereas before I knew little bits of lots of children's IEPs, I now know a focus group of students' IEPs very well, which it's got to be better for the students, it's better for me because I don't feel I need to. Obviously, I'm going to teach year 7, year 8, year 9, and year 10, and then year 12 and 13, and I need to know a little bit about them. But I can be very focused and very specific on the year 11s, which is a bonus. We tried a system last year. We went paper, and the students were writing what they had their target on the top of the sheet, and then what we did each to keep a diary in each lesson. And then about halfway through the year, we thought we'd try doing it. We'd try to be, more modern and go to a Google Doc, and we tried that. And so this is the structure behind the lessons. This is not just what we're doing. This is the structure. Went to a Google Doc, and then this year I've went back to the paper again because I feel the diary element of what they're doing and recording that is better for the students. The computer was just another layer in there, plus the paperwork they can keep in their files. What I do, obviously choose a target, and I come up with creative ways of meeting that target in this lesson. I encourage the students to find times outside of the IEP lessons. So in tutor time, I know some of the students have done some work in tutor time and other support lessons. They will do some work on their specific IEP targets. So it's trying to encourage them not to just think of meeting IEP targets in IEP lessons, but trying to get them to meet their targets across the curriculum. Because realistically, they can't meet those targets in 1 hour per fortnight. It's impossible.
Right, what I first thought about the role as a key worker, to be honest, I think that's quite a lot of work for a main scale teacher. And but after I heard that there's going to be a lesson with the students, we got an IEP support lessons, we will have the actual time to talk to students, then I feel a bit better, but I still think is a big role for us. I think it's good to have those IEP lessons with students because before they only see it once a year or they don't even know they exist or they don't see it, but now they actually see, oh, this is the plan for me that I could work on it. I guess that's a good thing because in the lessons I do show them and go through all the targets and the strategies with them, and now they're used to it and they know what to do when they come to lessons. We will discuss the targets and we will talk about how to achieve those targets, and once we set that, I will check whether they're doing those strategies, whether they work. So I guess it's a good thing for students, and at the end that's more important.
Well, when I was first presented with the concept, I thought it was excellent. I had tried to introduce it some years before. It hadn't actually worked. Not because there was no will, but simply because of the structure as it stood, and there were a number of obstacles. But always it's been quite obvious that it was the way to go, and I know that it works really well in other schools, so I was delighted to have the support in order that it should happen. I think it's really good. It gives us some time to focus specifically on their targets, specifically on their goals. They seem to like it, and it gives them a bit of attention. It gives us a chance also to prioritise different students and think if, say for example, we have 3 students for a lesson, we might think, well, one of them has a lot of issues that we need to address right now. the other two less so we can actually be quite flexible in our approach.